Hello, my name is John Hogan, and I'm the co-founder of Hospitality Educators and the principal of Hogan Hospitality. I've been in the hospitality industry my entire career. I've lived in 9 different states, and I've worked with a wide cross-section of brands, hotel management companies, and universities. With both of my companies, we deal with the issues of safety and security. At Hospitality Educators, we provide training and certification programs for hotel owners and senior managers. At Hogan Hospitality, we provide consulting, and I personally provide expert witness services and testimony. Let's take a moment and look at the facts of where we are in hospitality. End of 2014, there's roughly 53,000 hotels, more than 5 million rooms. With literally hundreds of thousands of people sleeping in unfamiliar places each night, there's the potential for accidents, crime, and incidents that often can evolve to some kind of legal action that requires possible insurance coverage. I'm not a lawyer, I do not offer legal advice, but I do work with management companies, individual hotels, and owners on ways to address the topics of safety and security. I'm also not an insurance broker or carrier. I have no financial responsibility or affiliation with them, but the question of insurance often comes up. Hotels are targets for lawsuits. We need to protect ourselves. As with any business in the hospitality industry, hotels and motels face many risks that can lead to financial hardships or even potential bankruptcy. So what kind of insurance do hotel owners need? As the owner, you need to obtain several different types of insurance. Unemployment. This coverage is required by law in every state, and it's part of your state taxes. Once you establish and register your hotel or motel with your state's workforce agency and you begin to pay your taxes, your business is automatically covered. There's disability insurance. This coverage is required by law in certain states and is very specific to that state. Medical insurance. If your hotel or hotel company employs more than 50 people full-time, the Affordable Health Care Act requires you to offer them employer-subsidized health insurance. Business insurance. Hotel business insurance provides liability coverage, and there are many different types of liability risks that are faced by owners of and managers of hotels, restaurants, pubs, and other spas, other hospitality businesses. Having sufficient hotel liability insurance is very important and vital to keeping your business financially healthy. There are a number of different types of policies, and they can be built in with each according to what your needs are. General liability is the common one. It protects your business from injuries or property sustained by guests while on your property. Workman's compensation. If an associate or an employee is injured on the job, your business is required to cover those medical expenses. Every state has its own unique workman's comp requirements, and your hotel business insurance can tailor it specifically into what meet your state's mandates. Commercial auto liability. Many hotels have limo or shuttle service available, or maybe you have some of your staff uses it to pick up items for you and work. You want to make sure that you have proper coverage to meet whatever your state's appropriate coverage requirements are. Liquor liability. If your hotel has a bar or offers alcoholic beverages in the restaurant or with room service, you need to have liquor liability insurance. That way, if a guest becomes intoxicated, causes any kind of damage or harm to themselves, you're covered. Foodborne illness liability. Many hotels include restaurant or room service or even complimentary breakfast. If the food you serve is contaminated with E. coli, salmonella, or any other kind of foodborne illness, your coverage will take care of your liability. Premises liability. If you could become contaminated in part of your hotel by mold spores or other airborne pollutants, your guests could get sick. You may face liability charges. This kind of insurance provides coverage for helping keep both the bills and punitive fees away. Cyber liability is a huge one. If your computer or data management system is breached, it can give cyber criminals access to a lot of personal information, and that is a huge problem, and it's going to get worse. If this happens, you'll be responsible for taking care of all of your affected guests with credit card protection services. You could have harsh financial penalties, government interaction, lots of problems. Employment practices liability protects you from losses associated with lawsuits brought against you by disgruntled employees or former employees. In each case, your hotel liability insurance coverage includes compensation for associated court costs and legal fees, which can be staggering. Hotel business insurance covers your property and your assets. Owning and operating a hotel today is both capital intensive and labor intensive. You need both cash and operational savvy within your resources to be successful. So you want to make sure that you have protection for your financial losses associated with property loss, property damage, or loss of income. Some coverage options that can afford you this protection include general property coverage. Your hotel has furniture, electronics, decor, carpeting, amenities, technology. If property is lost or damaged due to theft, vandalism, fire, bad weather, or some other catastrophe, this kind of coverage will normally take care of the compensation to cover your losses. You want to have appropriate coverage for the many areas in your hotel specific to your hotel. Equipment breakdown. Equipment breakdown can have a serious effect on the bottom line. If you have an equipment failure in the kitchen, in the bar, if your cooler on the roof goes off, it can affect your revenue and your entire viability. A failure of your computer system can cause lost reservations, upset customers. Equipment breakdown coverage provides the funds to repair the equipment and often to make up lost income that results from that failure. Business interruption coverage. If a covered event forces you to temporarily close your hotel for repairs or impassable roads keep your guests away, you can rely on business interruption insurance and coverage to protect you and provide you with adequate replacement income to allow you to pay your monthly services, your staff salaries, and it can go up to a year. Crime coverage. You can protect your hotel from losses stemming from guest or employee theft. If an employee engages in illegal behavior while working at your hotel, this insurance can provide compensation to cover that loss. There's other options available. As I said, I'm not an insurance broker. I'm not an insurance representing a carrier, but most hotel and motel insurance companies provide a number of different options, and that's what you should look at. The most common one is probably going to be umbrella insurance that basically covers any excess liability that is not covered by any one of the items I just mentioned earlier. This also can save you possibly from bankruptcy or some other kind of catastrophe. Insurance is not an option for your hotel. When you're considering choices and carriers, be sure you're looking at short-term and long-term considerations, not just the cost of the policy. Look for a good broker that can help you. If I can ever be of service or assistance, please feel free to contact me. Thanks.